Thank you. I got my airbags. I got my high vis. It's going to be a bumpy ride tonight. Vintage, I know it's a shop round the corner that does vintage. That is now a thing here. And eclectic anthology, look, nuance, there's a word. I'm not going to go into that one. But eclectic is this word now that sort of seems to have been boiled down to a certain sort of set of visual cues. So this is the thing this is the top hit on Google when you Google authentic. No, eclectic, sorry. So there we are. This is a kind of boutique-y, hotel-y kind of place. I knew we'd come back there in the end. And note the things that are in this, the chandelier, a lot of darkness. Eclecticism apparently is always quite dark and masculine. I mean, I did see an article recently in a magazine that said how to be eccentric. And you know, the idea that you kind of, because like if you're looking at me, you kind of think, but show not tell. You know what I mean? It's something. I always feel mildly insulted if someone calls me eccentric. Now, here's an area where often people have cool tats, as they say now in the world. And of course, tattoos are an interesting one because this person begs to dream and differ. Differ from what? All the other people have got tattoos written on their arm, I imagine. Are kids' eyes different from ours? Do they only see bright? I know babies like high contrast, but by the time they're playing at a thing like this, I'd have thought they'd have understood taupe or olive green, you know, or any of the lovely tertiary colours that are available, especially a British child. He's genetically programmed to like a more muted palette. When you Google spirituality, this is the first image that comes up. Okay, so this is spirituality that's going on here. The second image, this one. Pebbles. Pebbles somehow are embodied of spirituality. And pebbles and candles, well, you're double there. Pebbles, candles, probably a scented candle. That's really spiritual. Sort of trouble for you. Like when people go abroad, for instance, what they're really looking for is poverty, because that's nice and authentic looking. Old stuff, because that's authentic looking as well, isn't it? Dirty stuff as well. Those are the three things that people, then they know they've really travelled when they've seen that, don't they? They've seen rough, poor, dirty things. Now, the first word I noticed when I was quite young that people were misusing a lot. I mean, I suppose there's not really a way of misusing the word cool. It's just that it's a show, not tell kind of word. And if you're walking around with a T-shirt like this, it's fairly unlikely that you're not. You know, let's face it. It's a word that 12-year-old boys use, you know, in order to say that they are, you know, okay with their mates. It's not something really somebody over the age of 16 should be using. I mean, I was in Spain. I was cycling across Spain, and I wanted to get my sleep because I was cycling long distance in the day. Did we ever get any fucking sleep? No, because they'd always got some fiesta going on. And they're always making that face. That face, whenever you see someone making that face, that's the passion face. Whenever they want to show you something in a magazine or an article, you know, they want someone to, it's always, it's like kind of like that. It gives me the creeps, that face. I don't know why. But when I got back from Spain, you know, I was complaining about the fact that they were so noisy. They're always having parties and you couldn't get a siesta. That's a myth. Because they're always doing something in the afternoon. I said, why are they so noisy? And they said, oh, because we're so passionate. And I said, well, where I come from, we're passionate about peace and quiet. I try to practice what I preach. So when I designed this motorbike, I thought, you know, what's the least likely thing you'd find on a motorbike? So on one side it says patience, or on the other side, humility. Because, you know, I'm a humble chap. So when I go on holiday, I like to take my own camera crew along with me. Because I believe that, you know, show, don't tell. Okay.